Hi, Commander's Maintenance Manual, Table 10.2, Shop Operations Requirements. 1. Has the commander appointed the reasonable person to the duties of the dispatch? The commander appoints the person to the duties of dispatch. The dispatcher receives the password given to access to SAMZ. DPAM 758 validated appointment orders only. And does the dispatcher annually appropriate the Office OF 346DA Form 5984E operator's permit record to verify that his qualifications to operate the requested equipment? Ensure the operator registered the licensed qualified operator to SAMZ. The operator is not registered in SAMZ. Check valid DA Form 5984E and update the SAMZ DPAM 758 as needed. Is the commander the designated representative approving in limited operation, non-mission capable equipment, authorized circled status X status of the DA Form 2404, DA Form 5988E. The circled X means the equipment of the deficiency may operate it only under set of limitations. The commander of the commander's designated representative may authorize the limited operation. Limited operation is usually for only one time only a operation, but is dependent upon the mission of DAPM 75080. 8E is needed. Our dispatchers being returned on before the due date, and close your business at the actual time the user expects to return the equipment. For extended dispatch enters the date and time the user expects the return of the equipment. DAPM 758 is needed. Is the equipment dispatch evacuated the maintenance located outside of the unit motor pool? Dispatch the equipment going to, from, and support maintenance. DAPM 758. 758. Each piece of equipment requiring dispatch of the equipment records folders. Equipment record folder is assigned a specific equipment. DA Form 5823 in the front outside pocket ties with the folder of the equipment. DA PAM 758. Spot checks dispatches. Has the commander and designated representative assigned to office post authorization? The commander of the commander's designation representative sign and enters the rank of the office post travel. DAPM 750-8. The memorandum on file. Is the unit DA Form 5982E, DA Form 2401, the control record of the equipment when dispatched equipment is involved in the accident? If an accident, unusual situation occurs, the DA Form 2401 until the investigator releases. DA PAM 758, file a copy. Our maintenance of personal USA, Army maintenance personnel uses the DA Form 2404, DA Form 5988E, documentation, inspection, periodic service faults, and found actions. Use DA Form 5988E and DA Form 2404, performing inspections and scheduled services, diagnostic tests, and technical evaluations, marine condition surveys on watercraft, and preventive maintenance services. DA Form 758 as needed. They kept the DA Form 2404 and DA Form 5988E used of the record services kept on file on the next service as performed. The DA Form 5988E and DA Form 2404 is used the scheduled services on file, quality control only until the next service is performed. DA Form 758 as needed. Are all uncorrected faults of the DA Form 2404, DA Form 5988E moved to the SAMS automotive DA Form 5988E uncorrected entered the SAMS either go to the DA Form 240814 and use the manual proceeding to DA Form 758 spot check. The DA Form 2404, DA Form 5988E as indicated the non-mission capable faults of the plow until the deficiency is repaired. Where the non-mission capable deficiency, keep the DA Form 2404, DA Form 5988E until the deficiency is repaired. DA Form 758 and file a copy of the AR DA Form 2407 to DA Form 5990E on the file of the DA Form 90 days after the equipment is reported to support maintenance. The owing of the until a unit keeps it from 90 days after the equipment is repaired for its item. The DA approved sample holding of the copy is directed to the plan DA Form AM 758. 8. File the copy. Is the equipment services performed with the scheduled services intervals? Print out the service schedule for at least 1 year to verify the performance of the services. The services are complete. System automatically scheduled the next service. Supervisor may calculate, enter the next special service lube or Army Auto Oil Analysis Program. AR 750 DAPM 758. File the copy. Is the equipment outside the service scheduled administrative place of the non-mission capable status until the service is performed? When the service exceeds 10% variation, the equipment is administrative designated non-mission capable until the service is completed. The non-mission capable equipment because of the late scheduled services is not reportable on the net-centric unit status report. AR 750 and DAPM 758 as needed. Warranty. Is the unit utilizing the DA Form 2407 and filing warranty claims and actions? Does the unit know what the equipment on the warranty or the point of the contact? DA Form 2407 and DA Form 2407-1 maintenance request continuation shall only forms of the file warranty claims. The DA Form 750 list of warranty items of the warranty point of contact is the unit of the DA Form 2407 file. The warranty work is complete. Do a copy of one of the keep. One is to keep until the unit of the equipment is returned into action. Completed DA Form 758. 8 in the file copy. Does the unit maintain a copy of the DA Form 2408 for each of the tanks, artillery, motor tubes? The DA Form 2408 4 is used to record firing and information of the service life of the weapons, cannons, and mortar tubes. DA Form 750-8 file copy. Are the required maintenance reports reviewed, signed off, and analyzed prior to the submission to the next higher headquarters? Maintenance officer provided the commander accurate equipment status of all battalion units. Maintenance officer must fully understand the material of the unit, equipment status reporting, ensuring all the reports will the unit fully comply with the reporting described AR 201, AR 701, 38, supplement and DA PAM 758, DA PAM 738, 751, DA PAM 750 as needed. Maintenance process of the maintenance work order register review daily, ensure the accuracy. Unit review all day work orders within the higher level support maintenance activity. DA PAM 758 unit maintenance file copy. Maintenance records are the DA Form 2408 and 9 on hand. Equipment requiring the DA Form 2408 and 9 DA PAM 758 and file a copy. Records. Historical records are scheduled services. The training schedules at least once a month in advance. Preventive maintenance check service equipment services in the unit training schedule. DA PAM 750-1 unit training schedule. File a copy. Establish or perform a regular periodic evaluation of the unit usage of data. SAMs. Check the data against actual vehicle odometer reading as part of the command maintenance discipline. Establish or perform a regular quarterly evaluation of the unit's usage data and SAMs. Publications. Resign, superseded, obsolete publications. Resign, superseded, obsoleted publication promptly destroyed and prevented the inadvertently use. When the publication resigned and superseded, it becomes obsolete. Immediately discard the obsolete items using local disposition procedure. DA PAM 2533 as needed. Key controls of the key custodian appointed with the motor pool, the motor vehicle, tool room, petroleum, oil, lubricants, prescribed load list, and toolkits. Toolbox keys. A primary alternative key custodian is a person appointed with the written use to receive the keys and maintain accountability. AR 195 51 when appointment orders on file are keys maintained under proper control with the access roster proper. Secure keys documented. Access to the keys AR 190-11 at key access posted roster. When the list of last key inventory conducted with the allotted period of lock keys that requires semi-annual inventory with serial number AR 190-11 monthly. Our service packets for the equipment complete with the following documentation: initial operative DA Form 5988E, qualifying inspection, control inspection DA Form 5988E, and to the closeout service updated with the Form 5988E. All uncorrected faults, repair of parts entered in the SAM's e-copy of the closest dispatcher for the final road test vehicles only. When field maintenance performs a scheduled service, they will return the equipment with the following forms to the operator crew as part of the service packet DA Form 5988E and closed dispatch. DA PAM 750-3 spot check packets. Preventive maintenance check services prior to accepting work orders in the field maintenance. Performing preventive maintenance check services before accepting the work order DA PAM 750-3 as needed is the correct documentation in the equipment disposition packet DA Form 2404, DA Form 46215, that classification inspection DA Form 3590, disposition of vehicle waiver DA Form 2402, maintenance tag, whichever is applicable with the accompanying of the request of the SSA. DA PAM 750-3 spot checks. Environmental hazardous waste, material and waste. Is there a primary alternative environmental compliance officer, environmental non-compliant officer appointed in writing? Appoint the training environmental officers, appropriate organizational levels to ensure compliance. AR 201 and FM 334-5 appointed and posted in the writing. Is there a unit of the hazard math or hazard waste to the standing operating procedure and incorporate environmental responsibility, environmental risk management into the unit standard operation procedure operation orders appropriation AR 201 and FM 3-345 as part of the SOP? Does you the unit and new personnel sustain hazard math material hazard weight training, documentation of the training, personal sustainment training of the material hazard weight unit, documentation training schedule, and class attendance roster in the field. File AR-201 FM334-5 posted in an environmental record stored in the maintained store. Maintain environmental records in hard copy electronic format, a way that are readily retrievable, protected both against damage and deterioration and loss. AR-201 review monthly. Is there a spill prevention control countermeasure plan? Developing the implementation spill control countermeasure plan. AR-201 posted in writing to units. Trains exercise spill prevention control countermeasure plans. Trained soldiers conduct exercise spill prevention control countermeasure plans as required. AR-201 documented spill kits accessible and serviceable. Operational readiness, floatness, and operational readiness of floatness policy established where the operational readiness floatness to achieve the equipment available objectives of 700, 138, and unit readiness of AR 221, AR 750-1 as part of the standard authorization procedure. Or operational readiness floatness transaction documented. All operation readiness floatness transaction are documented in the SAMSE AR 750-1. Review the SAMSE data. The TMDE coordinator reviewed the instrument and master record file against the property book of established authorized TMDE maintain information that is accurate. 90% of the above the TMDE inventory identified by the owners and users of the instructional instrument and master record file to the use of the calibrated reported condition placed with the calibration before using the status subtracted by the owner user the instrument master record file when calculating availability. AR 750-43 and technical bulletin 750-25 monthly and appointing orders of the file. Quality assurance and quality control program. The quality control has a commander establish a quality control program for the maintenance, repairs, and scheduled services, and integrate quality control maintenance operations to identify the equipment and false compliance with the required procedures, equipment standards contained with the technical manuals, equipment specification publications AR 750-1 as needed. Is the unit safety officer appointed on the orders that discussed in the standard authorization procedure not applicable? AR 385 10 appointment orders standard authorization procedure signs are all hazard prominent marked with caution warning signs. Technical bulletin 385-4 as needed by the unit work areas. Safety training. All new personnel trained and recognize specific hazard risk in the shop. All Army personnel will receive CMR our initial sustainment training and those in need for the safe efficiency execution task of AR 385-10. Documentation training of the calendar on the file of the new personnel. Cleanliness. Our shops are well organized, uncluttered, with floors free of grease of oil accumulation. All personnel will train on the aspect of the Army Safety Program, Army Occupational Health as the effect of the workplace. AR 3850-10 as needed. Has the shop been inspected with the proper safety signs, safety board, and fire extinguishers? AR 3085-10 unit safety board, recent safety inspection, IWAR station, and fire extinguishers. Army award programs. Has the commander established an award program for the operating maintenance to receive the driver and mechanic badge? Unit commanders responsible for the establishing and maintaining the program, awarding the driver and the mechanic badges. DAPAM 750-3 as part of the unit standard authorization procedure. Our supervisors are reviewing the driving records to identify the candidates for the drivers awarded. The maintenance platoon for the oversees the SAM's activity should coordinate with the affected personnel platoon leaders, the material managers, or drivers assigned for the forward company commander with recommendations for the approval authority of the standard memo format. DAPAM 750-3 as are part of the USSOP standard authorization procedure. Army Oil Analysis Program. Is the Army Oil Analysis Program monitor assigned to each of the organizational and roles and equipment required? Regulation appointments of the Army Oil Analysis Program will ensure the subordinate implementation of the AOAP Procedure Command AR 750-1 appointment orders upon new monitoring 50. Our oil samples being taken required interval sampling techniques. A scheduled interval zoning unit is extracting lubricants and roll the equipment submitted to sample the OAAP laboratories for analysis. Equipment used to complete the DA Form 2026 of the Technical Bulletin 430-02-111. Submit the form for the sample AOAP laboratory DA PAM 758 and 430211 as needed. This is DA Form 2408-20 printable, maintained on all equipment required with the AOA samples taken. Maintain the DA Form 2408-20 oil analysis program for the AOA enrolled item unless directed local requirements. The AOAP units requiring monitoring Oasis laboratory reports the daily normal DA Form 2408-20 and not required to maintain the DA Form 2408-20 as DAPM 750 as 8. Are all equipment requiring oil samples enrolled with the AOAP program. Equipment components with the Technical Bulletin 43 and 0-2011. The equipment components authorized by the PM AOAP requiring samples EAPM 758. Technical Bulletin 43 0-2111. Method monthly validation warranty program. Is the Army the military warranty program? How as an army modification work program has been established. Modifications of material are either mandatory modifications of work that are emergency, urgent, routine, and minor alterations, specifically special purpose, special mission modifications. AR 22010, 22011, 700, 138, 751, 75010, DAPAM 758, DAPAM 738, 751 as needed. Product Quality Deficiency Improvement Reports. Is the Quality Deficiency Program in place? All materials subject to the SF 368 AR 751 as part of the Standard Authorization Procedure Ground Safety Notification System. Is the Ground Safety Notification System in place? The Ground Safety Notification System is used to disseminate high and medium-low safety messages to field material defective hazard conditions causing death, injury to personal damage to the equipment. AR 750-1 as part of the SOP. The SOMA, GPM promptly disseminated, compiled. ACOM, ASCC, and DRUs disseminating with the SAUMs, GPMs with the 24-hour subordinate ACOMs, ACCSs. DRUs will report to compliance with the SOUM, GPM, ARs, S50-1. Use notified action complete with the documentation file. Drivers and training licenses. Have drivers interviewed before conducted with the commander, authorized representative when selecting a driving operator. Commanders and authorized representatives conduct interviews and are concerned with the maturity, attitudes, past driving record, tearing, extremely nervous, and abnormal characteristic modification used on a regular basis for the cause of impairing vision after coordination. AR 655 documentation and file. Appointment orders. Other driving training assistant instructors appointed in the orders. Appoint instructors assist instruction, writing in the train instructional personnel. AR 655 appointment orders of the filing, training and inspector training license, technically knowledge and experience with the knowledge experiment using training. All inspectors and assistant with the inspectors must be licensed to operate the vehicle equipment. AR 655 appointed commander, training our official line supervisor, qualified individuals conducting annual check rides and noting the operator of the D Form 348 and OF 3460, DA 346, Form 5984. First line supervisor will conduct an annual check ride for the 2 years of the U.S. Army Reserve, the Army National Guard for each driver to assess the driving proficiency and identifying the weakness. AR 655 in the documented training is in remedial training of the drivers operators who have misused the equipment, demonstrated the need for the additional training for the head driver in a faulty accident traffic violation. Commanders will establish remedial training program for the drivers operated with the head driver in full accident traffic violations or misused equipment. AR 655 as part of the SOP unit training calendar. Screening. Has the DA Form 348 have been reviewed, updated annually? Designated individual review of the DA Form 348 annually. Expected awards, expiration, permits, exit, and moving traffic violations. Remedial required, refreshing training, re-examination, license suspension. AR 655 documented. Licenses that are DA Form 348 on the file for each of the operator. All active Army or National Guard, U.S. Army Reserve, Army civilian personnel, excluding contractual personnel, including foreign nationals, whose position require operating government-owned or leased vehicles, equipment, and with a train tested before issue of an OF 346. DAPAM 758 on file. The night vision device drivers have the night vision driver qualification programs and it's in the training documentation. DA Form 348. Instructors will document qualification refreshing training of the individuals. DA Form 348 Section 3 and noting the OF 346 DA Form 348 section of the specific type of the night vision device individuals qualified. AR 655 as part of the SOP documented. Alright, hazardous materials are operators will authorize transport hazardous materials trained to certification and noted with DA 3048. Training in transportation hazardous material will consist of the Part 171, Title 49, Code of Federal Regulations. Military vehicle operator meets the license requirements, paragraph 23, must receive a minimum introductory of the familiarization training of AR 655 documented. Ground support equal are operators certified with a license on the power generation equipment, air compressors, heat, and forklifts, trains, steam cleaners, pumping equipment, is training and certification and noted with DA Form 348, OF 34068, Form 5984. Applicants are required to demonstrate proficiency operating each piece of the equipment for which it is licensed and enter the qualification non-specified the equipment of the DA Form 348, Section 1, and entering training Section 3 of the AR 655 and gas generation equipment of the operators who perform tasks of oxygen, nitrogen, excilatane certified and noted with the DA Form 3048 and OF 34068 Form 3984E. All personnel, all military personnel, DA civilians have the OF 346 demonstrated the proficiency in operating and following the mechanical ground supporting equipment, gas generating equipment, all sizes, capacities such as oxygen, nitrogen, and excilatane. AR 655 and Technical Bulletin 600-1 documented. Contracting officer technical representative training does the unit require contracting officer technical representative training? When required, units must have a contracting officer technical training, trained personnel working with the monitoring contractor personnel performing maintenance of the unit and equipment, and the contracting officer technical representative may have skill to the motor observe the contract. AR 750-1 school training for contracting officer technical representatives and soldier training records. SSL accountability and demand. Does the unit property account for the SSL unit that maintains the SSL repair parts in accordance with the AR 710-2? AR 710-2 units conduct the monthly 10% of the quarterly 100% inventory. Does the unit demand analysis dollar cost banding to determine the appropriate stockage levels to increase, to decrease, or to add on deletions? Units may continuously adjust the repairs and stockage based on the repair. Units must gain approval and demand supported items. AR 710 quarterly review conducted with the recommended with the recommendation change for the awarded of the change with the command for the approval. Uses are the units ensure the vehicle uses recorded into put the SAMS E 7 Port Army uses not applicable DAPM 758-8 and CM 50-1 spot check SAMS dispatches. And here's a list of these are a list of books that are referenced. And that concludes Commander's Maintenance of Supply and Equipment, Commander's Maintenance Handbook.